What is good, Jab? Back at it again. Guys, the media is rumbling right now, all right? And what I mean by media, I'm talking about Manosphere Media right now. There is a bunch of rumblings between two content creators that at first we thought the beef was squashed and it was over with, to now it's full-blown warfare. And I'm talking about Abba and Preach in one corner versus Fresh and Fit in the other, all right? But those of you guys don't know, these guys have history. Matter of fact, it was the very same history that gave rise to this very own podcast itself. We covered this a long time ago when Abba and Preach had their issue with Fresh and Fit, and that was huge, all right? It was crazy. And the way it started was basically, you know, Roll Tomasi, Fresh, Myron, and a couple of all these red pill weirdos. They gathered around in their little round table meeting things that they do, and what ended up happening was they started talking shit about Fresh and Fit, not Fresh and Fit, Abba and Preach, because they thought Abba and Preach were grifting into the red pill space because they were covering red pill videos or red pill like videos. So Abba, not Abba and Preach, but Fresh and Fit were talking shit about Abba and Preach. What ended up happening was Abba saw the video, finally accept their invitation to go on to their podcast. Oh, yeah. You guys didn't know this. Before Fresh and Fit started talking shit about Abba and Preach, it actually turns out that Myron and Fresh actually reached out to Abba for a interview, or like they wanted him to be a guest on their show, but they never got a response from Abba. So then just shortly after, they drop a video with Rollo Tomasi and all these red pill weirdos, and essentially they just started dissing Abba and Preach and the whole platform. So yes, fast forwarding, Abba caught wind of that, went onto the show finally. They had Abba on, and it was actually a pretty great show. They talked about it. They did some things, all right? But towards the end, what I think they weren't expecting was Abba to bring that smoke. And that's essentially what Abba did. He dropped the smoke on Fresh and Fit and basically said, hey, yo, I saw that video, homie. I saw that video y'all made about me. Well, you think I came to your podcast by accident? You think me coming up to your podcast, you red pill weirdos, and doing a show with you was by accident? Nah, bro, I saw the video y'all did. So now you explain to me how I'm grifting into the red pill or whatever the situation was, right? And Fresh was a complete, well, Abba was a, not Abba, what do you call it? Myron was a complete blabbermouth. He was just, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know where it went. What video? And Fresh was just like, hey, yeah, nah. You know, I remember Myron. I remember when that video came. It was when me, you, and Rolo sat down and we were talking about Preach. That's the video he's talking about. So yeah, Abba knew exactly what he was doing this whole time. But guys, fast forward to today, all right? Listen, we thought the beef was over, but apparently not, because what essentially is going on right now is that the beef has been reignited, and actually the reason why it's been reignited it's actually by something that no one else would have actually expected. All right, and this something comes in the form of a content creator named Zerka. Okay, so Zerka, for those of you guys don't know, he's basically what you will call a discount Andrew Tate or Tate wannabe that's broke. But this guy, he basically just comes out there and says all the bro, women, this, oh, like you'll see in just a second. I am not joking. Like that imitation was spot on, bro. Like it's just trying to understand the rest of what he's trying to talk about is a problem. But Zerka went on Fresh and Fit recently, and apparently the one thing you got to say about Zerka, at least he understands how to put the battery in the backs of betas to get them to feel like they're alpha males themselves. And essentially what I'm saying is, because Zerka was on the show calling out Abba and Preach, okay, it somehow put a battery in Myron's back to then start going after Abba and Preach. It was actually kind of weird just seeing it unfold, because you see this Zerka guy just saying this dumb shit, and he's just, I mean, he sounds like Sylvester Stallone if he didn't get the thing with the paralysis and whatnot, right? It's just weird, right? So it was just like, bro, like, hold up. And then you start to see Myron's attitude transform, especially when Zerka starts to go in on Abba and Preach. Like you can see Myron really feeling that. And all of a sudden, he went on this tirade against Abba and Preach, talking about, I got smoke for you. I got smoke for you. We're going to fight 1-on-1. Yes. Yes. Myron said that out of his mouth. He wants to fight Abba or Preach. I think it's Abba. He specified Abba, which would be an interesting matchup, by the way, and I would love to see it. But he specified that. Now, chat, I'm going to play the video before we get into Abba and Preach's response. And oh, yes, they did actually respond to this. But I want you guys to answer one question, and you can put a 1 in the chat, or you can put a 2 in the chat, or whatever it is. But let me know who you think it would win in a fight, right? I'll probably do a poll about this, right? Would Abba versus Myron, okay? Who do you think would win? Like if Abba actually said, yes, Myron, I will fight you, will Abba win, or will Myron, because he's kind of lanky, all right, you think he's going to have the reach factor? Let me know in the chat, all right? Put a 1 for Abba, put a 2 for Myron. Let me get these new members checked up real quick. Guys, shout out to you for being a member, man. That actually means a lot. So let me pull up this let me pull up this video real quick, and we'll get to the membership. Bro, man, shout out to you for being a new member. Shout out to you, man. That's awesome. Moxie, delightful Moxie. We got her as a new member. Shout out to you as well. Francois Gouraud, shout out to you. He just became a new member. Man, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. All right, this is Zerka. Okay, this is Zerka right here. Okay, and yeah, first of all, like this guy, you already know, you kind of already know the generic red pill shit he's gonna be spewing out of his mouth just by looking at him. All right, we say the same thing about Fresh too, because anyone who wears sunglasses indoors, especially when it's dark outside, something's wrong. There's almost something that's wrong, okay? Fresh does these, and now Zerka's doing it, so we almost kind of predict what these guys are willing to say. But this is Zerka. Let's get started.
Thing, bro. I have a problem with fucking you. Don't pawn it off to fucking Preach like you've been doing. You're a fucking bitch. I have an issue with you. I'd love to talk to you, and hey, if it comes fisticuffs, that's fine. But you need to be held accountable for all the shit you've been talking, bro.
What shit? They've just been reacting to videos of you people screwing up. But you see how he's animated. I want to talk to you 1-on-1, Abba. I want to talk to you. If it leads to fisticuff, so what? Wait, first of all, why would you assume a conversation with someone like Abba would lead to a fist fight? That's just so. Are you that intimidated? Like, like time out, bro. You're showing your energy, bro. Are you that intimidated that a sit down is gonna just lead to some kind of fisticuffs, right? What are you saying, Myron? I gotta rewind that, because it seems like you're not confident in what you're saying here. All right, listen. You know who Abba is. He's not going to be that person that can rise to a level of anger to want to punch you because you say something that disagrees with his points, right? So why would you assume that it's going to lead to fisticuffs unless you're worried? But what would you be worried about, Myron? That's my question. Like, something's not adding up.
Preach like you've been doing. You're a fucking bitch. I have an issue with you. I'd love to talk to you. And hey, if it comes fisticuffs, that's fine. But
hey, it's a trap. Abba, it's a trap. The last time somebody pulled up at his apartment, he had a gun. Do not fight this man in his apartment. And I don't even have to. I don't even have to tell Abba this. He already knows. He definitely already knows. But yeah, hey, you remember the last dude that broke into your apartment allegedly, Myron? Dude was right there with his piece. Come here, bro. I'm in Florida. Stand my ground, bro. Stand my ground. I got Ron DeSantis for president. Stand my ground.
But you need to be held accountable for all the shit you've been talking, bro. You've been hiding behind a fucking camera, talking shit, being a fucking snake for years. I'm calling your dumb ass out. Don't pawn it off on fucking Preach. You're a fucking bitch and you know it. You would never say the shit that you've been saying in my fucking face. You would not.
Well, he did, though.
Abba, come here. We'll have security. Come sit
Go
here.
make a fucking
come
piece
sit
like
here.
Clip this too. Woo,
Abba, come sit here and have a conversation live.
Look at this crazy weirdo, bruh. Like, bruh, explain why your sunglasses are too small for your head. Like, bruh, I've never seen somebody that looks built but have flappy ass arms. Like, where did the muscle tone go for your arms, bruh? It's like you used to be really, really big, but you just forgot your biceps or some shit, bruh. Like, take them sunglasses off. Take them off. You look like the Italian Buzz Lightyear. Like, relax. Come here. Sit down. Abba, sit down. Let's go. Like, bro, chill. No, for real. Take them sunglasses off. It's too small for your head. You look weird, bro.
With him and try and hold contact, bitch.
I promise I won't hit you. I promise I won't hit you.
I don't promise shit. I'm not with Fresh Fit. I don't promise shit. I got my own brand.
Yeah, as you can tell, this guy is slow as shit. I don't promise shit. I got my own brand. All right, I got my own brand. All right. It's definitely not biceps because they're lacking right now in that department. But you worry, I got my own brand. Okay. All right. I can't control myself, Abba. I can't control myself, but I have my own brand.
Hold contact, bitch.
I promise I won't hit you. I promise I won't hit you.
I don't promise shit. I'm not with Fresh Fit. I don't promise shit. I got my own brand.
I just want to know why you would have a great conversation. It's all great. And then you decide, let me go ahead and talk shit about this guy that opened his home to me. The reason why I flipped out the way that I did is because I take loyalty extremely seriously. I think
you the most unloyal dude in the planet of Earth. What are you talking about? Loyalty now? Nigga, we YouTubers. What do you mean loyalty? The moment you fuck up, somebody else is doing a video on it. Ain't no loyalties out here, bruh. It's just clout. You of all people should know this.
You guys have known me now for well over 2 years. The reason why I flipped out is because I hate snakes. I fucking hate them, and there's nothing you can say or do that will justify why the fuck you behaved the way that you did. So I'm calling you out. Don't pawn this off on your fucking retard partner or anybody.
Yo, he talking about Preach. And look, Myron, listen, time out. Okay, I get you a little bit heated, but you of all people should be calling somebody else's partner retarded. Okay, especially when we know you have this bozo tagging along in every one of your videos, and he's the definition of somebody who's not so bright. You can't talk about Preach. Preach and Fresh are not even in the same level, dog. All right, so what are you doing here? Like, just call him a retard like that? That's crazy, dog. Preach is fucking smart as fuck, bro, and he'll definitely whoop the fuck out of Fresh. Tell Fresh to accept the fight, all right? Because that's where we left off at, all right? Because last time Fresh wanted to fight Preach. Now this time Myron wants to fight Abba. Listen, bro. Listen. You just said you can't control yourself. So you just indicated, Myron, that you're going to be the aggressor. All right. So if you want this smoke like you asking for, the second time, you guys actually have to do a sanctioned fight. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry. They have to do a sanctioned fight at this point because realistically, there's no sense. The last person to call him out fresh, aka your retarded ass partner, he backed down. He actually went to go buy a gun from a guy who looks like a fucking thumb. He looks like a Vin Diesel if he packed on a couple pounds. That's what he did. And he live streamed that whole thing, which was cringe. All right. So now, fast forward to 2023, 2 years later, you're calling out Abba. If you back out, because you look at you, bruh. Look at you. You look crazy right now. You looking hella crazy right now, bro. Got the veins popping and everything. You have to fight him. Like, Brody, you have to fight him. You have to take the fight. This has to be a sanctioned fight. And honestly, chat, if this was pay-per-view, I'd pay for it. No, not pay for it. I'd pay to see it. My bad. I ain't paying for this shit. Hey, y'all can sponsor yourselves. Hey, listen, I would pay to see this, all right? Take my money. I want to watch Abba in the ring with Myron. That'd be very interesting, right? Would y'all pay to see this? All right, listen, I'll cover it live. Shit, fuck it. We'll stream it over here. We'll do the announcement back and forth, bro. That'd be hilarious, right? But I'm just saying, you got to accept the fight now, Myron. You got to, because this is the second call out, and if you don't do shit, you guys will look weak.
Yeah, I fucking hate them 2 years. The reason why I flipped out is because I hate snakes. I fucking hate them, and there's nothing you can say or do that will justify why the fuck you behaved the way that you did. So I'm calling you out. Don't pawn this off on your fucking retard partner or anybody else. I have an issue with Abba fucking Atlas, whatever the fuck your last name is. You are a snake, and you fucking know it.
And don't expect him to understand loyalty. This man has got a fucking long-term partner, wife, whatever the fuck, and he's grabbing Destiny's wife, and she's like, "Let go of me," and he's like, "Nah, I'm blue pill. I get the grab."
This guy looks like Sylvester Stallone without the biceps, bro. He doesn't. Something about his physique just doesn't look right. He looked like he used to be really fat. Like, that's what it seems like. Because I'm looking at him like, does he work out? It doesn't look like it, bro. But, like, what's going on? It seems like he used to be fat as fuck. All right? I can see where a lot of his insecurities are coming from, all right? Bro, chill. Chill. All right? You're not as important as you seem. I am Victoria. Shout out to you for being a new YouTube member, man. Hey, these memberships means a lot. Shout out to y'all, for real. But listen to what he's saying. Y'all hear this?
And loyalty,
and you fucking know it.
And don't expect him to understand loyalty. This man has got a fucking long-term partner, wife, whatever the fuck, and he's grabbing Destiny's wife, and she's like, "Let go of me," and he's like, "Nah, I'm blue pill. I get the grab." Fucking creepiest clip I've ever seen in my life.
Bro, you guys are misrepresenting the whole thing. Abba was he asked her to dance, and Destiny was cool with it. Like, y'all are just stuck on that as just being, this is weird at this point. It shows me how much of an incel mind you guys have. That's just what it is, right? You think that situation was him getting cucked. All right. Abba's a dancer. I think Preach dances too. All right. They dance. She says she ballroom dance. And he challenged her on it, and they danced. It wasn't weird. It wasn't even a weird clip. It was just them dancing. That's how you know you've been on the internet for too long. That's how I know this dude is putting on a character. This is all a character, bruh. He lost some weight because he used to be a fatty, and now he's on YouTube trying to act like a discount Andrew Tate, but instead he comes off as a Sylvester Stallone with no biceps. Like, chill with that, bro. You got something. You got something on your nose there, buddy.
I'm tired of this
Where
shit.
the fuck were the SJWs for that clip, right? Where's my hug guy? And bro, if a red pill dude did that fucking salsa dance shit, we'd be canceled for R.
I'm gonna say one thing.
This is fucking, you can say that word here?
Nah, well, let's try to avoid it.
You're a creep.
You're
a fucking creep, Abba.
Snake, dancing with your wife, with your buddy's wife on stream, talking shit, calling me a rapist without any real evidence, talking all.
There were real evidence. And no one was saying you were a rapist. It was your behavior. Miss Cheeks, there was a whole Twitter thread detailing what you did to her in the bedroom, bruh. Putting her in chokeholds and shit, bruh. That was weird. Another one of a girl who claims that you lifted her top over her head or some shit like that and made fun of her titties. Like, y'all are some kids, bro. Y'all are some goddamn kids. Fuck y'all. Like, for real. Like, you want to tell me these aren't odd behaviors. Now, I'm not sure if Abba used the word rapist or whatever it is, right? But Myron, even the Anna Quinn situation, dog, where you basically insinuated she has to have sex with you in order for her to come on your podcast. That's weird. That's, I mean, you don't see a problem with that? You enticing sex, or not enticing, eliciting sex from girls for the allure of clout by going on your podcast. That's a problem. There's I don't know if there's legal situations with that, but I mean, this quid pro quo you're doing, it doesn't make any sense. All right. So if you add that together, I mean, it kind of comes off a little like Harvey Weinstein. I'll just be real. I mean, he had a Hollywood studio. In order for the girls to be movie stars, okay, they had to do something under the table. So in your case with Anna Quinn, in order for her to come into your podcast and get the clout that your podcast has to provide, she has to have sex with you. There was DMs. I don't know. I see the similarity between you and Weinstein, bro. So, I mean, maybe he wasn't too far off with the rapist thing. I mean, if he said that, he didn't say it. I don't know if he did say it. If y'all have the clips, let me know. I'm not sure, but like, I'm just saying, bro.
All the shit that you've been talking, taking conversations out of fucking text, not addressing when you were fucking wrong, when you were saying all these allegations about me. I have a problem with you. Don't pawn this off on nobody else.
Yeah.
With fucking you.
All you do is gay narrative switching. I asked a simple question. I didn't even know them back then.
No one calls these fucking guys out.
I asked one simple question when I didn't even know these two. I said, yo, Abba, on a call.
Bro, this super chat right here from David explains everything that's going on. All right. He says Zerka brought out the savage out of Myron. Best guess FNF history. Keep him around and make sure. Please. Because if some idiot like this can get Myron riled up to the point where he's challenging Abba to a fist fight, listen, dog. I think we want to see that. I think a fist fight is what we want to see. And listen, I will do my best in promoting it. I want to see it. Put it on pay-per-view. We'll pay for it. Let's make it happen, dog. We want to see this and keep him around if he's gonna keep Myron talking shit. Just as long as Myron's able to back it up, because there's only so much shit he's allowed to talk without backing it up before his people see him as a fraud. You understand? So, yeah, but the other side to the statement this guy is making is also facts, because what he's saying is this guy Myron, or this guy Zerka is literally, I think he's out alphaing Myron right now, and Myron feels like he has to overcompensate, so he wants to be more of an alpha, so now he's over here getting riled up. I challenge you. Let's have a discussion. Let's do it. Come to my show. Don't be scared. If I can't control myself and I beat you up, oh well. This is weird. Y'all look like a bunch of kids. Y'all need to grow up.
On Destiny's shit. Who started it? And he went radio silent. He was debating the whole thing, and then he wouldn't answer, and he's like, why don't you go find out? Why don't you go just Google it? Google it. And the whole chat got awkward. It's a blue pill chat, but nobody wanted to answer it.
Yeah.
Motherfucker starts it, snakes people, and then convinces people the red pill guys are just raging. They didn't get pussy, they're raging. When you get pussy, you fuck ugly bitches.
And then he tries to pawn it off on,
bruh. You sound like you don't get bitches. You sound like you don't get bitches, bro. Like, I think their assessment is more right than you think.
Snakes people and then convinces people the red pill guys are just raging. They didn't get pussy, they're raging.
Look how flabby he is, dog. No wonder. He just lost a bunch of weight. Hey, shout out to you if you used to be fat, bro. But like, goddamn. Look at all these stretch marks, bro. Look at this. Bro, chill. just chill with that, all right? Come on.
When you get pussy, you fuck ugly bitches.
And then he tries to pawn it
You
off.
sound like you didn't get pussy because you were too fat when you were young. It's okay. Now that you lost weight, how about you lose the attitude and maybe the girls will come knocking down your door. Come on, bro. I mean, look at this. This is so obvious. This is so obvious, bro. And bro, I'm into fitness, so I know. I can just tell by his physique, bro. This dude used to pack on a lot of weight, and he just lost it. So it seems like you were hurt. It seems like back then when you carried a couple extra pounds, nobody wanted to deal with you. And now you projected it on us. You're being a stereotype that we're talking about. People who couldn't get women back in the day, and now they're somehow successful or whatever they claim is success. Apparently, being on the podcast is being successful, but now you acting like you God's gift to earth, like that. Bruh, come on, relax.
The whole thing, and then he wouldn't answer, and he's like, "Why don't you go find out? Why don't you go just Google it? Google it." And the whole chat got awkward. It's a blue pill chat, but nobody wanted to answer it.
Yeah.
Motherfucker starts it, snakes people, and then convinces people the red pill guys are just raging. They didn't get pussy, they're raging. When you get pussy, you fuck ugly bitches.
And then he tries to point it off on Preach. Like, bro, I don't even fucking know that man. I don't give a shit about him.
Who the fuck is Preach?
Because I met your dumbass a person. I shake your hand when I met you. I let you into my fucking house. You did that dumb shit. That's my fucking problem. I don't like you.
Once
I have an issue with
Wait,
you.
he's pushing Preach into it, and
No,
you've never.
Yeah.
But to me, it's like, for example, once a snake, always a snake. And listen,
Another douchebag with sunglasses on. Boy, when does it end? When does it end? You talk about Zerka being a clown. Look at this one right over here. It's like the jokes they just keep writing themselves.
we didn't know it first, but now we know.
And here's the thing. They've made 20 fucking plus videos talking shit about us. They talk shit about our
Wait,
friends.
both of them
They've been
talk
talking
shit?
shit about Andrew. They've been talking shit about John. They've been talking shit about Donovan. Talking shit about Rolo. Talking shit about fucking everybody. Dude, you guys have been talking shit for far too fucking long. I have a problem with Abba. I'd love to have a conversation with you. You want to have it in person? Fine. I'd be great. It'd be great. I just want to ask you, why the fuck are you a snake? And why has nobody called you out for all these fucking years?
This would be a good ass debate, to be honest with you. And what are you talking about calling them out? Like, you started the beef. You made fun of Preacher's wife. Like, you started the beef. You guys did. You didn't even say you had amnesia when you went on their podcast. Bruh. Facts. You insulted his wife. You're calling his partner, Preach, his YouTube partner, a retard. You're sending all these shots, bro. Oscar says, Duke, maybe you should do more research on Zerka before talking out of your ass. Zerka was still a player even when he was homeless. Hey, I've never been homeless, and I was getting girls all throughout. So I'm sorry that his life is such a complete screw up that he had to go homeless, but you guys deemed playing girls and being a player, focusing on women while you're homeless is more important than getting a roof over your head. I mean, what are we talking about here, bro? You can focus on women and still have a roof over your head. It's called being balanced. Clearly, Zerka has some issues in his life that led him to become homeless. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing or anything like that, but if you're homeless and all you're focusing on is women and not getting a roof over your head, I think that's a problem. Or at least if that's the main thing that sticks out to you, I don't know what else to tell you, bro. I'm sorry. If I'm homeless, the first thing I'm worried about is getting the four walls around me so I know I'm protected. You see what I'm saying? Because being homeless isn't cool. And being homeless and being a player, it's even worse.
You have zero integrity. For a guy that says, we're standing on integrity and principle. You have no fucking integrity. You're a snake, and you will do and say anything for AdSense revenue. Go ahead and clip this up, put it on your dumbass channel so more people can find out who the fuck Fresh If It is. Come over to us because we actually give value.
Thank you.
Stupid fucks. We lost 50K, and then we went ahead. Now we're at 1.4.
And it's funny, a lot of
you guys paid for subs.
Man, the guy is proud. He said this in front of me. It's not gay to have my girlfriend lick my asshole. No. He's defending this shit. He gets his fucking salad tossed, bro. And he's defending. He's like, yo, I like it. Actually, it makes her submissive. She's eating me out. What the fuck?
Okay, well.
And he's getting on all fours, getting fucking milked.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on here, bro?
I will
what
say
the
this,
fuck is
though.
going on?
Their fans and supporters, when they come over here to like hate, they like the content and then they stay. So thank you, bro.
Yeah,
so much.
It's fine, bro.
Thank
So
you.
we will go ahead and
Is Fresh just admitting that Abba and Preach's channel blessed them with subs? That's awesome. I mean, way to be honest, Fresh. This is probably why you need to keep your mouth shut when your partner is raging.
They like the content and then they stay. So thank you, bro.
Yeah,
so much.
It's fine, bro.
Thank
Because
you.
we will go ahead and actually give them the value, help them lose the weight, not have their fucking titties hanging out like with their stupid ass shirts like y'all fucking bums. We'll help them become better men, get what they want out of life because we keep it real over here. We don't just give us dumbass reactions and not actually give some value and teach guys how to make money. Y'all teach people how to get their credit score up. You guys teach people how to make money. You guys teach guys how to be more attractive and actually get women to admire, love, and respect them. No, you guys fucking don't. You don't add any value. And I'm calling you out fucking.
And where is your proof? That's the one thing I hate that these guys talk about all the time. We help guys on finances. We can have the what are you guys actually tracking these metrics? Or like, do you have like a metric of people who are saying, not just saying it, they actually are proven to be successful with any one of your programs or advice that you've done? I think you just get a couple comments of people saying, oh my God, you changed my life, Myron. Your show changed my life and your course changed my life. And thank you so much. I think you get every once in a while those comments and you think your courses or the bullshit you guys say actually does something. I don't think you're actually tracking the numbers, because realistically, if you're tracking the numbers, how many people purchased your course, right? Let's say if 10 people purchased your course, out of those 10 people, how many people actually went on to either A, become successful with women, and then you even have to be able to prove that of what that person's saying, right? So you have to track that. Or B, if it's a financial course or a credit course, how many people out of that 10 went on to go ahead and be successful, not only with the credit, but their finances, and it can be traced back to what you did. You don't have those numbers. If we actually pressed, you don't have it. Admit it, Myron. You're talking out of your ass, okay? Just to make yourself sound good and to give your little bullshit channel a fucking purpose, all right? And that's just what it is. You're just sitting there talking about, oh, we no. You like literally, y'all have 1 million+ subscribers, but the impact you have, like the actual real world impact, is small. It's small. If I have to actually calculate how many people actually got success following your advice, I would probably say maybe 2. That'd be my healthy guess. And that might be too high. I would say maybe 2 people actually followed your shit and actually got successful. Because we know you used to be an FBI agent. So we know you weren't making money as an FBI agent, and all of a sudden you jumped into YouTube. Matter of fact, YouTube was the reason why you quit your job at the FBI. So from my perspective, it seems like the way you made money is off of YouTube. So if you're giving advice, money-making advice, and you're selling it to other men, and they don't have YouTube channels that are successful, you're automatically teaching them something you're not qualified to teach them. So I'm 100% positive that maybe only 2 people who've taken your course or whatever it is on success have actually been successful. And that might be too high. Just saying.
You know, namely Abba. I have a problem with fucking Abba. He's a snake. Tired of this shit. He's talking shit about me, all my friends, 20+ videos on us. Fuck this shit, man. At this point, your dumb ass needs to be held accountable. Say what you like to fucking say on all your videos to my fucking face, bro.
He won't do it.
But you will not. You will not. And don't pawn this off on preachers, bitch ass either. I'm talking to you.
Bad?
To you, Abba. I have a problem with you. Nobody's called your dumb ass out. I'm doing it. I'm tired of this shit, man.
All right, we got some chats here.
All right, so that's basically it. All right, so that's a call out that Myron had for Abba and Preach, and yet just recently Abba and Preach posted a response, and it's honestly hilarious, and we're about to get into it right now.
I have a problem with you. I have a problem with you.
About that, why do you think I might be blue pilled?
Well, from what I remember, I'm trying to remember. I would say blue. Like, I'm trying to think. Like, which video was?
I also find it funny that he came with the smoke.
MLD, you thought it was just violence against women? Oh no, it gets worse.
So here's the thing, bro. I have a problem with fucking you.
With fucking me. Why are these call outs so goddamn gay?
I have a problem with fucking you. Pause, please. Please, Myron, pause. That's weird. That's weird.
Got a problem with fucking me. Like, nigga, we never. What is this? This is so bizarre.
You're going too far with this one.
Nah, bro, you heard it out of his own mouth.
I know.
Red Pill do stay saying the gay shit. You never noticed that?
Yeah, you just didn't put the comma at the right place. The comma.
Bro, so you need to cut that shit up.
He didn't put the comma at the right place.
Fresh and fit. Blue Abba and Preach.
Whoa!
That's the other group that has spoke for it.
Hey, masculinity look different.
I haven't met these people in real life. Calm down.
You need to learn commas.
Not happen. It's just like hip hop. It's just hip hop. Hip hop stay being the most homophobic thing, one of the most homophobic things, right? But the talk of hip hop is really weird. Yo, man, I fuck with you heavy.
I'm about to get these niggas wet.
Yeah. Rah, 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 rah.
That's
What?
us.
Yeah.
And you didn't believe in get these niggas away.
I'm about to blow these niggas away.
Yo.
Fresh and fit, blue Andrew Tate. Fresh and fit, blue Jay Waller. Fresh and fit. Men after men after men after men.
He just blew them all. Fresh and fit, the big blowers of the reaction channel space, right? They just blew all these other guys. They just keep blowing and blowing like, bruh. Hey, listen, I get it. You're from the UK, yeah? You understand me, yeah? In it, you got to learn how to punctuate and learn how to use commas in your sentence structures, okay? So it doesn't sound like you are insinuating colorful things that you're not ready to insinuate, okay? So you get me, yeah? Understand something, okay? Finish your goddamn sentence, you understand, in it, yeah? This guy is ridiculous. And where's the smoke you have for Abba and Preach? They still waiting on you, bro. Just saying. They haven't forgotten. I got smoke for you. I got smoke for you, yeah? I got smoke for you, innit?
I'm telling you, the people that come inside of Fresh and Fit.
You can't make this shit up. This is so goddamn sus. Like, what the fuck am I listening to?
Listen, I'm pretty sure there's been a lot of people coming inside Fresh and Fit. Probably, especially more with Fresh than anything else. But yeah, y'all need to watch your sentence structures, bro. I know I'm the one to talk, right? But still, finish your goddamn sentence. Because every once in a while, I'll be saying shit that is like, if you don't put commas in the right places, it sounds like you're saying something else. So you got to say pause. Okay, that's why you got to catch yourself. You got to say pause. Okay, Boondocks already did this for us. I don't know why we're forgetting this. This is simple. Just pause. Okay, just relax.
Here's the thing, bro. I have a problem with fucking you. Don't pawn it off to fucking Preach like you've been doing. You're a fucking bitch. I have an issue with you. I'd love to talk to you. Pause. And hey, if it comes fisticuffs, that's fine.
I just don't understand. Why now? Why now?
It's because of Zerka. Preach. It's because of that homeless guy, Zerka. That guy right there. The guy with the tank top that looks like Sylvester Stallone, Rocky Balboa with no biceps. Him. Okay? He put a battery in Myron's back. I don't know why, because Myron felt supercharged and he felt overconfident. He's ready to go after you guys. So, because none of this happened until he came on that podcast. Pause. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know. So you ask yourself why now? I'm telling you, it's because of that Zerka guy. I don't know. He brings some kind of weird ass, energy, dude.
Like all of a sudden, we went back and like we wanted answers from you. You never replied.
And I beat both y'all niggas up too. If we really want to talk about that, you guys want to fucking box? I'll box both you motherfuckers too.
There you go.
Fuck out of here, man.
But all of a sudden, it's like pawn it off. Pawn it off. Bro, if anybody made this problem happen, that was you when you was talking crazy about somebody else's significant other.
Yeah.
Bro, that stare, bro. That stare Preach had, dog. You can tell he got that dog in him, bro. Hey, Fresh, if you actually take the fight, you might have some work on your hands, bro. I'm just being real. You might actually have some work with Preach, bro. If I had to look at this, bro, if I had to look at this face, oh Lord. There's nothing in those eyes right now, bro. And honestly, I'd probably be the same way if you talk shit about my wife and insulted my entire Haitian heritage, okay? I'd probably give you them dead ass eyes too, bro. Like no cap, bro. Like listen, you can't insult a dude's wife and his entire heritage and where he comes from and country and then expect to not like face this at the end of the rope, bro. Like I'm just saying. I think you guys are biting off a little too much that you can chew. And this is the problem when you invite egotistical, narcissistic weirdos like Zerka on your shows, okay? If you invite flappy arms like that on your show, they're going to encourage you to say something you might otherwise regret, writing a check your ass can't cash. You understand that, Myron? So now you talking tough. You're going to have to back it up, bro, because this is the second time. Deuce, bruh. And you all called them out and none of you did shit. You have to respond. You gotta follow up.
Bro, if anybody made this problem happen, that was you when you was talking crazy about somebody else's significant other.
Yeah.
That's you.
Hey, and Preach, I guarantee your wife is probably ugly. I said it.
Look at
this.
You
gave her a ring pop and you licked her at your fucking wedding.
We should fly her up, bro.
Weirdo.
Hey, yo. We should fly her up.
Guarantee her flew out.
You may kiss the bride. This dumbass nigga.
I love you. I love you.
You making them dumbass faces.
No, I'm gonna take one bitch and the other bitch. You guys are two bitches, twin sisters. That's your new name. Not fresh and fit, twin sisters. Let's go.
A year later, now you want to bring up a fight again? Why didn't you guys take up the fight that you guys suggested when you was talking shit about his girl?
Issue with you. I'd love to talk to you. And hey, if it comes fisticuffs, that's fine. But you need to be held accountable for all the shit you've been talking, bro. You've been hiding behind a fucking camera, talking shit, being a fucking snake for.
I love how he says this behind the camera. It's like your job is podcasting, bro. You're not some street baller. You're an ex-federal agent who runs a podcast talking to whores every day. You live behind a camera. But let's carry on.
For years, I'm calling your dumb ass out. Don't pawn it off, fucking preach. You're a fucking bitch and you know it. You would never say the shit that you've been saying in my fucking face. You would not.
Yes.
I did say it to your face. He's getting so emotional. It's funny to watch. When I came on the pod the first time and the last time, I was like, yo, I heard you was talking shit. What was this stuff you said? And this dude started stuttering, pretending he didn't remember what he said.
No, that's facts. They showed up and Myron acted like a bitch. That's why this call out is so weird.
Thankfully, his retard friend Walter was too dumb to realize, like, oh, this is an out. So he
Oh no, yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember what he said. I remember.
He said this.
Specifically, you felt like we were kind of blue pilled, right?
I don't remember. What show was this one?
I remember it very, very well because that episode I was very careful of what I said because it's question. That episode I was very careful of what I said because it's question. So I just want to ask you about that. Why do you think I might be blue pilled?
Well, from what I remember, I'm trying to remember. I would say blue. Like, I'm trying to think. Like, which video was?
It was the one.
I'm trying to remember.
I also find it funny that he came with the smoke.
I don't even hate Fresh.
Even Fresh admitted that Alba came with that smoke on their podcast. So it's so weird that Myron's talking shit now. Oh my God. Yeah, you're afraid to talk face to face. Why wouldn't you challenge me when you were here face to face? No, he was there. He did that. He absolutely challenged you. We just saw the video. He just played it back. And you had amnesia while Fresh was like, oh, I remember. I remember what he's talking about. Bruh, like, oh, what are we talking about? Talking to kinfolk, Black American conversations. Shout out to you for the $2 super chat. He says, does he not know the hex this man can put on him? Facts. Listen, you don't mess with Haitians, bruh. You don't mess with Haitians, okay? Like, the last thing you want to do is insult a country, all right? And the last country you want to insult is probably Haiti, okay? You got to chill with them Haitians, bruh. They do not play. Them eyes, bro, would tell you all you need to know. Kyle L. Lou, shout out to you for the $2 super chat. He says, you notice Priest showing the guns in the vid. Yeah, he got something that look like a vest. It says prospect. Prospect these guns, my nigga. He ready to rock. Dude, he's ready. He's ready. He's ready. Preacher's ready for war. He's dressed for war. That's what this is right now. Myron. I don't think you guys understood what you're doing here, pal. You just started a beef that if you kept your mouth shut, it could have just remained dead. Maybe a little proxy shots here and there, you know what I'm saying? And that did happen from time to time. But overall, it wouldn't have resulted to a full-blown war. And that's what y'all are doing right now. And you know, you already know Abba's ready for the smoke. That's just what it is.
Fresh is, there's nothing hateable about it. He's just goofy. When I came on there and I confronted him, he was super passive. Well, I don't remember. And what did I say? It's like, bro, that's not you.
I just want to know why you would have a great conversation. It's all great. And then you decide, let me go ahead and talk shit about this guy that opened his home to me. The reason why I flipped out the way that I did is because I take loyalty extremely seriously.
Loyalty to what?
Stop. Open your home to me.
It's
nigga, I came for a podcast. Why are you acting like we was baking cookies and hanging out? Is it my fault that your retard ass conducts business from your living room? Did you guys tell me you're coming into my home? Pause. Did you guys tell me that before I showed up? You said, bro, you want to show on a pod? I said, sure. I didn't know it was gonna be your fucking place.
Seriously.
A lot of these dudes are having a like podcast in their apartments, bro. That's just what it is. It's the new way. It's called budget podcasting. That's what it is. You know, you pretend you have a studio and you brag about it, right? But it just ends up being in your podcast. Pearl. Your studio costs $100,000 apparently of your dad's money or equipment, like you said it costs, right? So if you have $100,000 worth of equipment, why is it all just sitting in your apartment? And why are you advertising that to a lot of people? See, a lot of you people are smart, including Myron, bro. I don't care. You got hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of equipment sitting in your little brickle apartment. And you got Bozo Fresh over there insulting Haitian people. I think you guys are just, this is a perfect story for a setup. Especially you dealing with OnlyFans girls. All right. Any one of those girls can be used as a setup or a backdoor. Y'all are crazy. I mean, for just the nerve you guys have, knowing you got all that money sitting in your apartment and you just talking hella shit. I don't get it, bro. I just don't get it.
I think you guys have known me now for well over 2 years. The reason why I flipped out is because I hate snakes. I fucking hate them, and there's nothing you can say or do that will justify why the fuck you behaved the way that you did. So I'm calling you out. Don't pawn this off on your fucking retard partner or anybody else. I have an issue with Abba fucking Atlas, whatever the fuck your last name is. You are a snake, and you fucking know it.
Look at the veins popping out of this man's head.
Facts.
Yo,
he's mad as fuck right now.
Mind you guys, the man who he's calling like a betrayer, you know how many times we've met and spoken? Once. I have never spoken to this man or seen him again since that one time. And this man's talking about betrayal.
Well, you try to speak to him.
Like, I got ex-girlfriends who I disappeared on, okay, who don't sound this intense when we see each other again. I met this dude once. This has got to be one of the gayest things I've ever seen. This is, bro.
I know, it's so cringe. Listen, Abba, what you got to understand is these guys have gotten so used to all the other content creators they've hung around with covering their ass, right? Pause. I got to rename the title to the stream. We just call it pause because there's a lot of shit we just got to pause on in this episode. But still, right? They cover each other's asses, pause. And they got so used to all these guys covering for them that, like, they expect just because you got invited to their platform, right, and they have all this clout or whatever they believe they have, they think that you owe them your silence, right? A lot of these guys do this. You owe them your loyalty. That's what they do. Anton does the same thing. He did this to what's it, Six the Goddess, right, in the kitchen. You know me and Rita. Why did you have to do another video? Why didn't you talk to me first, right? All these guys, just because they feel like they have some kind of impact, right? Whether it's inviting you on their show or collabing with you or whatever impact they deem it's an impact, right? They expect you to not, talk about them. They expect you to not criticize them when they do something wrong. It's kind of like, oh, I just did you a favor by bringing you on here. So that's why Myron is going around talking about loyalty, even though you only met him once. Oh, you're not loyal. I invited you to my home and you were not loyal. What? I don't even know you, bro. I don't know you. This is a weird thing to say to someone you don't know. Listen, you invited me once. I don't owe you shit. That's just what it is. Just like Six the Goddess said to Anton, I don't need to call you, but you were in my kitchen. I don't need to call you. Just because we collab does not mean you bought my silence, okay? So Myron, he's losing his mind. That's what you guys got to understand. He has lost his mind. That's what happens when you stuck in an echo chamber all your entire YouTube career and no one has called you out on your bullshit, all right? So it is what it is.
Brokeback Mountain for the red pill. What is happening? Why are you talking about betrayal like this?
Like you cheated on him.
Maybe it's because we're both East African. He thought we were going to be like butt pals or some shit, bro. I don't know you. I don't like you like that. It never fails. These are the alpha male leaders, the red pill guys who are supposed to guide young men. And then you look at them and look how bitch made and how angry and emotional they sound. Oh, no, it's not emotion. It's passion. Yeah, we're not being neurotic. These veins bulging out, this anger that I feel for somebody that I've met one time and I feel betrayed by.
Is the passion pumping into my veins?
Bro, you sound fucking crazy. This is so much energy for somebody you met one time. And it's not like we met for dinner. It's not like we had lunch. It's not like we hung out before or after.
You didn't have a little.
I showed up for the podcast appearance and then I left. Bro, if I knew every podcaster was going to act this entitled and this attached after one simple appearance, I would never go on a podcast again. I got to be careful now which pod I show up, because apparently when you leave and you're not a fan of the pod, imagine you guys going for a job interview. Imagine you guys going for a job interview.
You went for the other company?
You...
Yo, I'm telling you, listen, the biggest groups of emotional men you're ever going to find is in the manosphere. I'm going to just tell y'all right now, specifically the Red Pill. All right, any followers of Rolo, followers of Red Pill, these are the biggest emotional fucks I've ever seen in my entire life, okay? So yes, listen, Rolo got into a beef with Adam Sosnick because Adam Sosnick didn't read his super chat. I'm gonna let that sink in for a second, okay? That's how petty these guys are and quick to anger. These guys are emotional as fuck. But what I find so interesting, they'll be the same one to turn around and say, no, guys, you have to be stoic. It's the women that are emotional. It's the women. The women are emotional ones. It's like, god damn, bro. Oh my goodness, I can't.
Disloyal.
And you know what's killing me about these guys? Their definition of loyalty is a funny one to me.
Oh yeah.
Their definition of loyalty is just blind allegiance. Doesn't matter what I say or what I do. If you're my quote unquote friend who I met once and I've never spoken to since, you should never say anything about me that I do bad. That's not my definition of loyalty or friendship. The friends in my life are people who I think are morally correct, who I think are good people. That's what I do. If I come to find out that you're engaging in criminal activity, scamming other people, there's no way I would associate with you. I don't care. I'm not loyal to a fault. I'm not loyal to the point where the person I'm consider my friend and protecting is harming other folks.
Bro, that's facts. And you know what? We just covered this in our last live stream where that guy from the whatever podcast, the host of the whatever podcast, he was basically talking about, well, why am I getting blamed for what MLD said? Why are people sending me death threats? Okay, I didn't say it. MLD said it. Okay, I was tired. My neck hurt. Okay, my back hurt. I got my sciatica acting up again. All right, I got the migraines and I had to go lay down for 20 minutes on the podcast and I was just out of it. Okay, but why are y'all blaming me for what MLD said? The reason why is because you were sitting there, and when MLD was talking about endured domestic abuse, you said nothing to differentiate your points. So people who are watching your show, they assumed because you didn't challenge your friend, all right, you had the same opinion. You are the sum of the people you hang around with. So don't sit there like in Abba, what he's talking about is completely right? They just think that oh well, you know, why don't you cover for me? Why don't you just look the other way when I say dumb shit? It's like, no, your loyalty is not implied like that. But they've gotten so used to that type of implied loyalty in this manosphere space. Even the guys who are grifting into this space, it's not even it's becoming a problem. Right? Because what they're doing is they're covering for all these other people, no matter what they say. For instance, Fresh and Fit, when Raul Tomasi said the bullshit about vasectomies and young men in their 20s should get vasectomies, he said that, all right? Fresh and Fit, or at least Myron, could have easily said, I don't agree with that. I don't think men should get vasectomies in their 20s because of the irreversibility rate, right? Maybe you should wait till you're later on down the ages when you don't want to have any more kids or other life choices are happening, whatever it is, right? Then that way, Myron, people would have known that your point of view is different from your daddy, Rolo. But instead, what did Myron do? Myron ended up just trying to explain away what Rolo meant. So Myron couldn't get mad when everyone was assuming that, hey, Rolo's talking points, Myron and Fresh believe it wholeheartedly. This is why it's so important that when these bozos are talking and you don't buy into their talking points, call them out. Otherwise, it sounds weird because now you're blaming reaction channels for criticizing you when you could have spoke up this entire time. Glassy Eyes, shout out to you for the $2 super chat. He says, him, Anton, Pearl with MTR, fear of abandonment energy. Facts. It's all weird, bro. these guys, they don't want their people to leave them. They care too much.
That's not my definition of loyalty. I have a responsibility, not just to my friends, but also my community, my people, and also to my own values. And when I hear you guys say things that don't align with mine, I'm going to say it. That's my idea of friendship, not yours. That's okay. Your circle involves people who grape.
We forcibly used to white girls.
I knew it. I knew they were going to bring up Charleston White. Why am I not surprised? I told you. The fact that Fresh and Fit and even guys like Anton Daniels platform, they even paid guys like Charleston White to come onto the show, pause, right? To say after saying the bullshit that he said and they didn't challenge him, I knew this guy is going to be the boogeyman, all right? That's going to be that overshadowing just mistake that we've ever or will ever experience in the manosphere, right? Because no one else can talk. All y'all can talk all this shit, Myron. You can talk all this shit, Anton. But at the end of the day, you talking about women doesn't explain away the fact that when Charleston White was on your show, none of you guys said anything, especially knowing he said things like graping white women. He says things like graping Asian women. He says things like Asian babies should be sodomized. That's a problem. He was on your show. None of you guys called him out. So whenever you guys are going to start talking shit about anybody else, people are going to start bringing up Charleston White. I think y'all just, listen, y'all took the wild shit that Charleston White says, and some of y'all would think it's funny and things like that. But at the end of the day, it's damaging. I know he's putting on a character or whatever it is. It's still damaging. And the fact of the matter is, I don't care if it's a character. I don't care if it's real or if he really did all the things he says he did, right? Which he actually did. He did do that, right? We should still call it out and say, hey, I know you're putting on some kind of character, but graping white women isn't something you should be joking about. Like, none of the stuff you say, it should be something that should be taken as funny. But none of them said anything. Charleston White's going to be a big, like a shadow of a mistake that has ever happened to the entire manosphere. Anna Rodriguez, shout out to you for the $5 super chat. She says, how come I was told it's impossible for me to be red-pilled, but I'm a woman, but then being told Pearl is red-pilled, she's a man then? I don't get it. Listen, we speculated. We speculated on Pearl's case, okay? We don't know what's happening there. But my issue with that is the fact that she always comes from a male perspective and she claims to be a female. It just doesn't make any sense because it's like, listen, if you identify with being a man, just come clean. Just be honest, okay? Just come out and just be honest, and we understand, okay? But you automatically just coming from a male perspective on every single talking point, and you're a woman, it's kind of strange because real women, they come from the feminine perspective first, and then they can dive into other perspective, whether it's the masculine perspective or whatever perspective that there is, right? But from the first filter they come through is a feminine perspective. When you have someone like Pearl who automatically is just like, no, the men are right, no matter what, even if it's domestic abuse, the women started. You got to almost have to start thinking, is she pandering? Is she grifting? Or is there something deeper that we don't know? Let's continue.
Used to put crack in their cigarettes.
Whoa!
I told you.
Shit.
I told you.
We used to run trains on white girls.
Choo-choo. Robin Hood.
Pause. People who scam, people who proudly want violence against women like MLD. And I suspect us covering these other people is what got him so riled up. Because not all his friends are outed for the pieces of shit, garbage people that they are. And so now he mad. MLD, you thought it was just fine.
Keep going. You can't divorce. That's not a real thing.
Even though it might be like physically abusive.
You got to endure. People are too.
You want to stick in the relationship.
People are just.
MLD, bruh. I'm sorry. MLD, he's done his fair share of destroying the manosphere, bro. I'm just be real.
I mean, look, people nowadays are just.
I punched a Latina bitch in the face at Rockon.
Also, how would you feel this for being so disgusting? Personally, I think a good old-fashioned bludgeoning is the way to go. Big old monkey wrench to the head. And then he posts her picture in the group chat.
Time to beat Aya. I'm going to beat Aya for not
That's
being
him.
pretty enough.
Hey, you know what's funny? This is why I'm glad all this shit's happening, and it seems like it's just cascading down, right? Because first of all, this all started with Rolo talking about vasectomies and shit, and then Fresh and Fit being stupid enough to go ahead and try to save Rollo Tomasi's talking points on men in their 20s getting vasectomies. And now you got MLD, right? MLD going through this bullshit where it turns out he's an actual abuser himself while on a podcast caught in 4K talking about women and men should endure physical abuse. And because people are so much pussies nowadays, which is funny because MLD is one of Rollo Tomasi's capos, right? If you want to talk about Godfather, right? If Rollo Tomasi is the Godfather of the family of Red Pill, right? MLD is a capo, right? He's one of those guys who's got his own crew, right? And they go around doing stupid shit, right? His crew are called the Hot Dudes, all right? He runs the Hot Dude crew back in Japan. So they manage operations over there, right? But that's the thing. All of these people are connected to the guy that calls himself the Godfather of the Red Pill space. And that man has not once taken responsibility for any one of this bullshit these losers have been saying thus far. What does that say about his credibility? Yeah, sure, we can laugh at MLD right now. We can laugh at Fresh and Fit. But what about this dude? Rollo Tomasi, right? I mean, let's just be real. It all comes from him.
Have to beat IF for letting this happen.
And I want to deal with a normal, mentally stable, healthy woman.
I will glass a bitch with a champagne bottle for the honor of the group.
Oh no, it gets worse. Since I want to be petty today, why don't we just bring up one of your friends too and just show him a garbage dipshit?
Uh-oh, it's over. It's over, bruh. They got the liposuction video.
Your sense of loyalty goes to. Let's see. What's this?
What's that? This bitch needs to be. Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
Are we not done? What's this?
I look forward to the day women are
graped
in the streets and guys like us just walk past sipping a latte.
Whoa. Yeah, this is weird. This is really weird, bro. That's low-key kind of weird. And y'all act like you don't hate women. That's weird.
Graped in the streets and guys like us just walk past sipping a latte.
So his definition of loyalty is keeping people like this in his circle and defending them to his dying breath. People who want women to keep people like this in his circle and defend.
Well, I knew he was a racist, bruh. He called a black dude a monkey once, which was interesting. Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Defending them to his dying breath. People who want women to get graped in the streets.
All right.
Okay. I don't want your loyalty. I don't want your friendship. Focus more on keeping a circle of people around you who aren't involved in criminal activity. Then maybe we can have a conversation. It's your little sus ass.
Little sus ass?
Hey, man.
That's funny.
I think sometimes people's idea of loyalty is just like they'll protect people who are abusive. They'll protect people who are harming children. They'll protect anyone, apparently.
Yeah,
because their idea of loyalty is like, I'm going to have your back no matter what. Some people find that admirable. Me personally, I think it's irresponsible, especially when you got a platform. It's like you co-signing somebody who's a scammer is harming your own fans. You co-signing somebody who does this kind of behavior, like it's all fun and games till somebody in your own circle. And then all of a sudden now you got an issue, but you didn't mind when that person was harming other women or women in other people's family, right? Your friendship is more important than random women being hurt. And then they're going to try to tell you, turn around and say, oh no, the red pill doesn't hate women. We actually protect and provide for them.
It's a cover. It's when they say that, it's just a cover because they know their rhetoric sounds stupid. And think about it. If they're willing to say what they're saying right now, out in front, out in present, out center, right? Imagine what they think behind the scenes. I mean, we already know what MLD thinks. He thinks, the stuff about graping and just walking down the street and people not caring. That's how crazy they go ahead. They talk about that shit back there, right? And then when you have people like Pearl or guys like that who are having conversations of, well, we should repeal the women's right to vote. Y'all need to be careful. This is actually serious because, I mean, although one hand we can laugh about this stuff and we can clown these red pill guys for being weirdos because they actually are, but think about this. If this is what they're saying about women behind closed doors. This guy is admitting to be an abuser. This guy is admitting that he would much rather see women get raped in the streets. They're promoting guys like Charleston White, who actually raped white women, right? And he wishes for Asian women to be raped and also wishes for Asian babies to be sodomized. They promote guys like that while demonizing people who are actually calling them out for not calling these losers out. It's got to tell you something, dude. When they're coming out here saying, yeah, women, the right to vote, let's just take that away. You don't think that's going to lead to something darker? This is a serious thing. So, yeah, we can call it out, and at the end of the day, we can laugh. And you laugh and all that shit like that. But at the end of the day, I know how serious this can get. If these people are allowed to run off with their little rhetoric, all right, there's going to be a problem, especially when you have a lot of young men out there who are lonelier than ever. That's a stat. And that number is growing. So we got a bunch of lonely, angry dudes that listen to red pillars who are talking about this nonsense in their chat rooms. I mean, like, it gets serious at some point, man. It really does. And you have to be wary. You have to be wary. So I know it's all fun and games, but I think more people should be speaking up, especially when they're talking about women's rights to vote should be repealed. Especially when you hear someone like Pearl saying that. If you hear someone like Pearl saying that, start a YouTube channel and call her out. These guys, their thought process is crazier than you think. Like, I'm laughing about it, but like the truth of the matter is, like, when you actually look down upon this, it's not funny. These guys cannot compete in the modern age right now. So they want to drag people back in the day where they had more control. That's why they're advocating for abuse. They're trying to strip your rights away. And this is the worry when the pendulum swings way too far to the right. So we have to be cognizant and be careful of this shit, bro. Like, I'm sorry, but like, I mean, we're laughing about this, but like, the more I think about it, it just gets weird because that's all they're talking about. Women shouldn't get the right to vote. We shouldn't have women voting. Yeah, because, women, the rights come from men, and we can take that away at any time. We don't believe you should vote. It's a slippery slope. Just saying.
And yet you also protect abusers and men who want to rape women. Makes perfect sense. Like I said, every time you peer behind the curtain for these red pill dudes, you realize that closet stink. And it ain't just other men's cum stains. They got a lot of other weird stuff in there.
Talking shit, calling me a rapist without any real evidence, talking all the shit that you've been talking, taking conversations out of fucking text, not addressing when you were fucking wrong, when you were saying all these allegations about me. I have a problem with you. Don't pawn this off on nobody else.
Yeah.
With fucking you pawn it off on Preach. Like, bro, I don't even fucking know that man. I don't give a shit about him. Because I met your dumbass a person. I shake your hand when I met you. I let you into my fucking house. You did that dumb shit. That's my fucking problem.
You know what kills me about this guy? He's acting like he's so cordial and cool with people. His MO is talking shit about you before you show up on the pod. Then you show up on the pod. And then after, his own staff member contacted me right after I left. And these niggas was talking shit, which doesn't bother me. We're not friends. So I don't care if he talks shit after I leave. But now he's getting on this podcast acting like he's been loyal, like he's been having my back, like he's been looking out. It's like, no, this guy's been talking crack about us since
it's so
the day
weird
he
they're
found out
doing
about
that.
For example, once a snake, always a snake. And listen, we didn't know at first, but now we know.
And here's the thing. They've made 20 fucking plus videos talking shit about us.
21 now.
They petty, bro. Album Preacher petty as hell. This is funny as
21.
What do you want? 21.
And I promise you, it's not going to end there. And there's nothing you can do about it. Try some more fake copyright strikes, brother.
You tried.
There's nothing you can do about it.
You really tried.
Yeah. And also your buddies, every single one of them who does some weird sus shit or criminal activity, yeah, we'll probably cover them too. And
there you go. Full-on war. Not only against Fresh and Fit, but anyone associated with Fresh and Fit or the Red Pill space that could spit out some sus-ass shit. Pause. All right? That's going to get covered. And listen, I think Auburn Priest should be covering more Manosphere things as well. I really think so. Because first of all, it's hilarious because you wouldn't find a bigger group of dumbasses than in the Manosphere. So I'm just going to let you know that right now. If you want to talk about content, I think it'd be best if we have Abba and Preach covering a bunch of these Manosphere guys. A lot more than usual. But again, don't act like you didn't want the smoke when it starts to get heavy, bro. Because Rolo, you, Myron, Fresh, all of y'all are asking for it. That's what y'all are doing. And Myron, Zerka, all this whole nonsense you guys are doing, you're asking for it now. So now everybody's going to get that work. Everybody's catching strays. Congratulations. I'm all excited for it.
There's nothing you can do about it. It's okay.
It's okay.
You're going to be okay.
You're going to be all right.
They talk shit about our
Wait,
friends.
both of them
They've been
talk
talking
shit?
shit about Andrew. They've been talking shit about John. They've been talking shit about Donovan. Talking shit about
Yeah.
Rolo. Talking shit about fucking everybody.
But that's the thing. What's the definition of talking shit?
Is anything?
It's just back in my days, it was saying something that was not true.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's just saying negative things.
Yeah.
At the minute we hold you accountable, it's talking shit to you.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah. When you guys always want to talk about women,
Talking
how women
shit.
deserve less, how women don't deserve anything. I mean, ain't that the name of your book? Why Women Deserve Less? Is that you talking shit? No, that's you sharing your opinion on things.
Dude, you guys have been talking shit for far too fucking long. I have a problem with Abba. I'd love to have a conversation with you. You want to have it in person? Fine. I'd be great. It'd be great. I just want to ask you, why the fuck are you a snake? And why has nobody called you out for all these fucking years? You guys teach guys how to be more attractive and actually get women to admire, love, and respect them? No, you guys fucking don't. You don't. You don't add any value. And I'm calling you out fucking out. Namely, Abba. I have a problem with fucking Abba. He's a snake. Tired of this shit. He's talking shit about me, all my friends, 20 plus videos on us. Fuck this shit.
Whoa. I mean, they've been doing a lot of videos on Pearl. Is Pearl your friend too? Like, what are you talking about? Like, hey, when they do a video on you, it's usually facts because they're playing what you say and how they're explaining how ridiculous your statements are. Especially a lot of these people who get big videos reacted to by them. Okay, so what are you talking about? Like, you want to invite? Listen, I think it'd be a nice conversation. I think honestly, Abba. I mean, realistically, now here's the thing. It seems like they just want to have a conversation, which is fine, and I think that'd be a dope ass debate. If they went back and forth, that'd be dope as fuck. But I don't think it should happen in Myron's apartment. I don't think it should happen in Myron's apartment. I think they need to choose like a neutral ground, probably DJ Academics. DJ Academics needs to step in, get in this little studio. Y'all need to fly to New York or wherever the fuck the studio is located, and you guys need to do the debate there. I think that'd be a neutral platform where you guys can actually hash it out. Because Myron, you talking about not controlling yourself, and you may hit him. So I don't want any surprises or anything like that because we know you packing heat. It is what it is. So a neutral platform, and y'all talk about it because I'm pretty sure Abba's not gonna have a problem calling you out to your face. He did that already. The first time y'all met, he called you out. This is dumb. This is just acting tough for the internet.
Shit, man. At this point, your dumb ass needs to be held accountable. Say what you like to fucking say on all your videos to my fucking face, bro.
He won't do it.
But you will not. You will not. And don't
no.
pawn this off on Preacher's bitch ass either. I'm talking to you.
You're going to talk about somebody's wife that you never met. Then you're going to talk shit about, excuse yourself, and then keep on talking more. And then bring back the picture of someone that has nothing to do. And then your fans do whatever the fuck they do. They DM, the comments. I mean, you don't have a problem with me. I have a problem with you.
Damn. Reverse, Uno.
I have a problem with you and your bitch ass. But it's fine. It's okay. When it was time to go, you shut the fuck up. Stay shutting the fuck up then.
Damn.
You challenged, I stepped up, and your rebuttal was to do some fake DMC strikes. That's you.
That's facts. That's facts. You guys called them out the first time. They accepted, and even Abba tried to plan it out. He sent some DMs, and what do you guys do? Copyright strike their channel. Y'all are the internet keyboard warriors. That's who you guys are deep down to the soul. Everyone that follows the likes of you, they're all keyboard warriors. That's it. So the fact that you all sitting here acting like tough guys is so strange. It's very strange. So you've been quiet this entire time. They've been calling you out. And then all of a sudden, now is the time to call out Abba and Preach directly? Like, what's going on? I mean, your channel is doing fine. I mean, we can even admit that your channel's doing fine. At least it's way better than Pearl and some of these other people, right? But, like, you guys are fine. So you don't need the clout. Why all of a sudden now you're calling them out? Like this doesn't make any sense unless Zerka, the discount Sylvester Stallone with no biceps, that put a battery in Myron's back to be able to feel confident enough to call you guys out again. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because why now? They already accepted, you guys backed off. So unless you're willing to back it up and do a neutral platform, I really think y'all, this is just making y'all look weak, Fresh and Fit. Fresh and Fit, this is making you look weak because it'll be the second time. Like, let's say if Abba just responds and say, yeah, fuck it, let's do it. Let's run the play. Run the play, let's do it. Bet. And you guys don't do anything, you're a bunch of weirdos. That's what it is, because you're weird. He already called you out to your face. You guys are going to be looked at as a bunch of weirdos. Even your followers, the ones that are left following you guys, all right? Y'all are going to be looked at as like weirdos, internet incel warriors. That's it. I don't know what else to call this, bro. This is getting weird.
Are you talking about integrity?
Hey, man.
You fucking whore.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, that's one to hit.
The fucking that shit.
Hey, hold on. I wasn't expecting that. God damn. He said, you fucking whore. Hey, tell me you've lost all respect for somebody without telling me you've lost all respect for somebody. Just call him a whore. Yo, dog. Hey, there is no respect in that statement Preach just made to Myron and Fresh. That's what I gotta say to that.
You. Are you talking about integrity?
Hey, man.
You fucking whore.
Yo, even Abba was surprised about that. I was like, hey, yo. That's how you know. Like, listen, bro. Honestly, chat. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I think all semblance of diplomatic, I don't know, like what do you call a diplomatic ending to this whole situation? Like even a conversation, I think we might be past that, bro. I think we might be past that stage, or even having dialogue be our form of conclusion to this beef. I think realistically, just hearing Preach just talk and just the level of anger, which I understand is coming from Preach, I think we're beyond the stage of dialogue, folks. I think at this point, we just got to fight it out. I think this is what just has to happen. Because look at Preach. Look at his face. This is a man that doesn't give a fuck anymore. He wants that work. He wants it. All the smoke. Bring it. This is the mentality he's in right now. Ain't no talking. Fuck it. Next time I see him, we running them hands, dog. Running them hands. Preach at this point wants his ones. Even though Abba was the one that got called out, you could tell Preach is still upset. He's still wanting that fight with Fresh. Bruh, look at his eyes, bro. When he just said the whore, bruh.
You. Are you talking about integrity?
Hey, man.
You fucking whore.
Whoa.
You see? Yo, he's ready. He's ready. Malik Daeen, shout out to you for the $5 super chat. It says, calling it now. Myron will dock the boxing and say, I only want to talk to Abba. Book it. He'll say, I don't care about Preach. Book it. Facts. No, they're going to duck. Because here's the thing. The one thing Myron cares about the most, more than anything, is image. You understand, right? Myron cares a lot about his image, people. All right? So if there's one chance, maybe just a 1% chance that he might lose a fight with Abba, he's not taking that because that destroys his whole masculine image. I think he might even self-delete over that. So I think it's inevitable for him to just not do the fight. It's easier for him to do that and just switch it over to no. Me saying fighting was just to act tough online, but he really just wants to have a conversation, which either way, that's okay. I still want to see it. I want to see a debate showdown between Abba and Myron. And I don't even want to just talk about the topic of, oh, why are you a snake or what is it? No, I want their talking points challenged. And I want it done on a neutral platform. Not because I think, here's the thing. The way Myron is just doing this right now, especially inviting Abba back onto his podcast, you see the level of anger Myron has, and we know that he's willing to pull a gun on you, even though he's saying in that very statement that he might swing or whatever it is. I don't know, bro. I smell a setup. I smell a setup, bro. I don't think Abba should go to this dude's apartment. I don't, bro. Abba, like, just don't, because he might start something, he might do something crazy, and this guy's a formal federal agent, so we don't know what he's capable of. But that sounds to me like a setup. I think a neutral platform where we know there's going to be a fair conversation and no one's going to be getting ready to fight anybody, and you can't have these weird stand your ground laws in your back pocket. I think that would be suitable for the conversation they need to have. But this whole thing they're talking about, oh, come to my apartment, bro, let's talk. Nah, it seems like a setup, bro. Don't do it, Abba. Don't do it. Request a neutral platform and have Myron meet you there, all right? Because I'm telling you, bro.
The last one, his
the whore. Yeah. The fucking for that shit. Talking about, oh, I stay real. Keep lying and shit. Man, get the fuck out of here. Right, keep doing your shit. Keep growing. Do your thing. Do you, boo-boo. And nobody give a fuck. Yeah. Do you. This not a... You think you handle this thing like it's a competition. You handle this thing like it's, yo, we want that pack. You said that you would lap us. That came out of your mouth.
You know what's funny? They still haven't lapped Abba and Preach. They're still trailing behind Abba and Preach. Abba and Preach, I think they're about to hit 2 million. Yeah, they're about to hit 2 million subs, dude. Myron and them just got to 1 million subs. So they're not lapping Abba and Preach any day. That's what a lot of these YouTubers say. Oh, I'm going to lap you, bro. Just watch. My channel's going to lap you. That's when you know they don't have talent. So, I mean, Fresh and Fit don't have that. They actually don't have talent. The talent is the women. That's basically it. But that's how you know they don't really have, what do you call it, a more of a loyal base. You see what I'm saying? I mean, their base are only loyal to the women that they're on the show or the guests that are on the show. But Myron and Fresh themselves, they don't, I mean... it's just them. When it's just them, they don't even get as much views as if they were having women on the podcast. That's just what it is. So they know. A lot of people that use that argument, they just know. Okay, I just say just leave it alone. But anyway, shout out to Shogun. Shout out to you for the $10 super chat. He says Fresh and Fit are the new age Dumb and Dumber, the biggest clowns on the internet. Facts, and they don't disappoint. They actually don't disappoint. It's actually kind of strange, but I'm not gonna question it.
Oh, we're going to lap you. We don't care.
I'm going to lap you, bro.
It's not a competition. If you do good, do good.
I'll tell you what. I'll come on the pod if you finally accept the boxing match that you set up with Preach. I promise. You
boom. Thank you, Abba. I'm glad Abba said that.
You both get in the ring like it was supposed to happen.
Hold on. I like what Abba just said. Because that's all we've been all saying, bro. Fresh, take the fight you had with Preach that you challenge him on, and then Abba goes on. Oh, that's a much better idea. Holy shit. That is actually a way better idea than what I came up with. Yes, actually, yes. Settle the first beef first. Settle the first beef. We want to see Fresh versus Preach, and then we can have Abba debate Myron. How about that? That's actually a better idea. I didn't even think about that because that's true. If we just go straight to the Myron versus Abba, it completely absolves Fresh from the responsibility and the accountability of him calling Preach out. And remember, he insulted not only Preach's wife along with Myron, but he insulted Preach's country along with Myron. So I think that first challenge should be settled. We need the outcome of that. And then we jump into the new challenge. Bruh, you like the amount of YouTube buzz this will bring, it'll make your head spin. Guys, I don't know what you're talking about. I think we need to do this. I think Abba and Preach are on the money with this one.
Out of your mouth. Oh, we gonna lap you. We don't care. It's not a competition. If you do good, do good.
I'll tell you what, I'll come on the pod if you finally accept the boxing match that you set up with Preach. I promise. You both get in the ring like it was supposed to happen, okay? Right? Because you was talking shit about his wife. And I'll show up on the pod and I'll say whatever you want to your face.
Moxie, shout out to you for the $5 super chat. She says, Duke, you should set up the fight at your boxing gym. Happy to help coordinate. Facts. Actually, it could even be better than that because those boxing gyms, because I know a couple boxing gyms around Wisconsin, but those boxing gyms would love the promo. Like, real talk. They would even do something like setting up an actual gymnasium with a ring in it and then making it like a whole event, right? So these guys can actually come in and fight. That'd be dope. They would want that because realistically, that's internet clout that could probably lead to more, notoriety for their gyms and stuff like that. So they would definitely appreciate it. But that'd be dope. That'd be dope. Like, let's set it up. I'll be down. I'll be hella down, bro. But this is a great idea. Fresh. Settle your old scores, buddy. What are you waiting for?
You guys were doing all that talking. You guys were the challenging one. You guys want to talk about his family, his people, his friends. Okay? So you guys have the beef, right? And if you want me to show up on the pod afterwards, I promise you I will. Okay? But outside of that, all this shit is just jokes to me.
Well,
but anyways, anything else?
No, that's good.
I don't have anything else either. That's all I got. That's fact. That's absolutely facts, man. Settle your old scores. Settle your old scores, and I'm sure Abba has no problem showing up to your podcast, but they won't. And let's get it. It's all a pipe dream. It probably will never happen. I don't know. I hope it does, right? But Fresh is not gonna fight Preach. Fresh is not going to fight Preach. You'd be crazy to think that Fresh is ready for a fight with Preach. Preach would, I think Fresh knows that. So Fresh is not taking that fight. But so that's how we know if Fresh is not willing, he's not going to do it. But, we can only dream, right? Talking to King Folk, Black American Conservations, shout out to you for the $5 super chat. He says, Sudan versus Ethiopia. Oh, my God. Oh, my. They're right next door, too, if you think about it. If you look at the geography, bro, of Africa, they're right there, bro. Yo, Haiti versus Barbados. Oh, chat, where do y'all come up with this? For real, where do y'all come up with this shit? He says Sudan versus Ethiopia, Barbados versus Haiti. Ethiopians are graceful. Haitians want the problems. Hashtag Team Abba and Preach. Honestly, that's probably why Abba was like, fight Preach first. Before I had the diplomatic conversation with you, fight my dog first, bro. He ready to go. I don't know how long I can keep him on the chain, bro. He about ready to break out. Oh shit, he coming for you. That's exactly what's playing out right now. That's crazy. That's freaking crazy. I hope it happens, but like that's the thing. Fresh and Fit, they're bitches, dude. All this stuff they're doing is just for the internet. And that's how I know that. That's the thing that sucks about this, bro. Because, a lot of these internet dudes, they're just here to talk and they're all bark, no bite. That's all they do. Oh, I got smoke for you. I got smoke for you. I got smoke for you. But when it comes down to it, they're not doing anything. So it's something to be dope. Like, honestly, these guys valued. I know Abba Preach don't really care about clout. I know Fresh and Fit do, but they're scared. And I know because they're scared, they're probably not going to risk the clout that fighting Preach would bring, right? So that's what I'm saying. You're just stuck in this weird ass conundrum because they don't know, they're not gonna do it. And I don't know. But like, if they were to do it, who do you guys think? All right, do you think someone like Abba, right? Okay, let's actually move it back to the first challenge, and the first challenge is Fresh versus Preach, right? So who do you guys think would actually win that fight? Put a 1 if you think Preach would dominate the floor with Fresh in the chat, or put a 2 if Fresh would dominate the floor with Fresh. Oh, not Fresh, Preach. Because I think that's the one conversation that needs to happen, right? If someone like Preach fights someone like Fresh, Who do you think will win? Honestly, I don't even think the suspense is really there. I think Preach got it. He's got the mask. He's got that dog in him. You could tell with the stare. You could tell just looking at him. He wants the smoke. And Fresh looks like he's like just a tubby kid that's been spoiled too much, okay? So I don't think he really has the makings for the fight. I really don't think so. So honestly, realistically, okay, listen, I'm not gonna judge y'all. I'm not gonna judge y'all, believe me. I just think if you think that Fresh is gonna win a fight with Preach, you're crazy. I honestly think that. I put my money that Preach will probably dominate Fresh in the ring. I mean, I'm just saying, he's got the mask and he's got that dog in him, bro. And plus, Preach used to be a bouncer. I mean, what are we talking about here? So, anyway, I don't want to influence the vote, okay? But that's what I got today. I want y'all to just leave this chat kind of voting. Put a 1 if Preach can take on Fresh. Put a 2 if you think Fresh can take on Preach. And I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. Peace.